Welcome my Aquariuses to your December 2022 monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. If this is your first time here, welcome to this channel and this community. If you are returning, it's great to have you. Nevertheless, I'm grateful to have everyone here and for you to be a part of this community. Thank you guys so much for your patience as I get your readings out for December and also 2023. We are going to tap into the energies for December. Know that my readings are timeless, so whenever you find them, there is a message for you. And whatever placement you feel guided to look for, there's a message for you as well, whether it's your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Mars, Venus, North Node, or any other placement. So we are going to tap into the tarot. Oops, we got a few cards that turned over. Any other messages, please? Anything else that my Aquariuses need to know for December? Okay, thank you. We got Ace of Wands at the bottom. Okay, we got Page of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. The Chariot, Cancer energy. Knight of Wands. Eight of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles. The Devil card, Capricorn energy, and Temperance, Sagittarius. Wow, okay, there's a lot of focus here on work. So I'll just say, I feel like in December, many of you are coming to a culmination, a realization, perhaps, and this is an assessment, and this is something that's going to give you, it's like an epiphany, like a clarity, like a realization about energies that are not for you. There could be some deception, some secrecy, especially in work environments or with opportunities that you felt were, wow, this is it. This is an amazing opportunity. And you may have, whether it was work, whether it was something financial, or it could be a project or a collaboration, or even your value system. I felt like there was a misalignment here, and many of you are moving away from that. I feel like there may have been changes in these areas, or there may be changes coming in December, and I feel like many of you are moving away from many of you are moving away from what you considered or thought would be something positive, something long-lasting, something that led to commitment, especially in the work. I feel like many of you have uncovered things that, wait a minute, this wasn't what I signed up for, or wait, we didn't discuss this. It's like those type of things that pop up only after the fact, or things that seemed a little bit sly, a little bit sneaky, a little bit deceptive, and you're like, no, this is not in line with me. So again, I feel like there's a general tapping in, doing an emotional check and being like, is this where I want to be? Am I feeling it? If not, many of you are changing directions, especially with the Chariot. You're like, nope, I'm going this way. And so again, I feel like many of you are clearing the pathway, leaving situations, energies behind, especially when it comes to work and things that rely on your own value system and belief system, because you are wanting things that are solid, that are transparent, that are honest, most importantly, that are very communicative. And right now with the Seven of Swords, I feel like there has been a lack of communication, a lack of clarity, and also there's been things that have been kept hidden. We got the Knight of Wands, Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Interestingly, I see many of you potentially forging ahead in your own creative endeavors. Some of you may be thinking of opening up or collaborating with others to create your own business or businesses, or just to get together with other entrepreneurs or like-minded businesspreneurs or business people, or people that work in more creative, non-traditional types of work environments. Because I feel here, it's like, okay, I'm taking my creative energies, because I feel like many of you have so many good ideas that you want to bring to life. And perhaps there was some type of block that you weren't able to do, or that you're realizing in December, like, wait, my creative limitless, my creative potential, it won't be able to go any further than where I'm at now. So I'm going to have to make a change, leave, or change directions altogether. I sense, again, entrepreneurial energy here, or at least going into an environment that fosters this, because this is a very non-traditional type of energy, breaking away from structures that didn't support what it is you wanted to do, and finding, it's almost like finding your home away from home, finding other like-minded folks, whether it's, what are those called? When people work remote, they go to those places where other remote workers work at. They're like remote cubicles, remote cafes. It's like we're all people that work in different areas. They all come together and they can rent spaces. I forgot what it's called, but it's almost like that. And I feel like you're going to start collaborating, maybe reaching out to people. Perhaps many of you may have a bunch of different side hustles or different work financial streams that you're operating or thinking about operating in December, and you're thinking through that, because I sense excitement here. I sense inspiration. This could be something you're planning to get off the ground with 2023 just looming ahead, or even further, but there's a sense of planning ahead here and working with others. Again, total direction. Some of you are going to be leaving traditional jobs or environments, or something you've been persisting at, and doing something completely different. We have here the Devil and Temperance, Capricorn energy. So again, I feel like this is about putting in the work more than anything, being aware, putting in time and effort. And with Sag, I feel like this is going to bring in balance. Some of you have been in situations, and perhaps these situations that have been blocking you, especially creatively, I feel like this was something that you needed to recognize, a pattern that you needed to recognize. It may have been popping up, whether it was through work, through friendships. It was definitely tied to something larger, something systemic, perhaps something outside of your control, and there was a need to respond differently, hence the Chariot card here. But I feel like by changing environments, we've got a lot of horses. Some of you definitely thrive in freedom, with freedom. Many of you are not people that work under constraints. You don't like being restrained. You don't like being told what to do, what to say. Many of you value independence, freedom, autonomy, liberation, your own sovereignty, agency. Those may be core values of yours, because I sense you doing things differently and off the beaten path. And so again, I feel like this is a reminder about not being afraid to do the work, because many of you, I feel, are going to be investing, especially with the Knight of Wands and Eight of Pentacles. This is a heavy duty energy investment into, again, it could be your own, building your own financial stream, or building your own business. And so this is saying, don't be afraid of putting in this work. Some of you may have to put in a little bit more work, i.e. like longer hours, dedicating more time to bringing your dream alive. So I feel like this is planning. December, you are really tapping into that fire, because look what we have under the deck. We have the Ace of Wands and Leo energy with the Sun. So I feel like many of you are going to finally get a spark. Something's going to cause you to make a shift, a change. And you're like, oh my God, this is so scary, but you're gonna do it. We got Seven of Cups here. It could be because you have a lot of choices, a lot of options, and you're like, what do I do? But you're gonna get it. And it's about tapping into your intuition. This is gonna bring a lot of happiness. I feel like this is something that you may have felt a calling, but felt afraid. And some of you stayed in situations that completely squashed your creativity, your energy here. This is such, I feel like this exciting, almost like this energy of fireworks. It's exciting, it's fun, it's colorful. I feel like just by you removing yourself from energies and situations that have caused this type of situation to go on, maybe cutthroat, competition. Again, there were environments that were not suited for you. I feel like by leaving that, automatically it's going to be like a reset for your soul. And you're just gonna sense freedom, and that in itself is going to bring your creativity alive. It's almost like you were stagnated. Maybe you had to experience these types of environments and energies in order to realize what it is you truly valued and wanted. Because the Pentacles, excuse me, the Page of Pentacles also speaks to that. Making sure that you're clear and firm on your values. Okay, what else does the universe want my Aquariuses to know for December? Whoa, holy crap. You guys got a lot of messages. No one else got these many cards with this deck. Okie dokes. We will proceed. Wow. I'm not kidding when I say, look at all these messages you got. Okay, we got passion and pleasure. Savor your life. Again, this is about your spark. Regaining your spark. Not all is lost. Protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Some of you may have been getting signs, and this to me always denotes Archangel Michael. So again, at the bottom of the deck, you got the sun, which is Leo energy. Some of you may need to incorporate and take in and amass all the courage possible to make this change. Because some of you, I feel, are very much still in this environment, whether it's a traditional 9-to-5, whether it's in a mode of thinking that's keeping you stuck, or you're still surrounding yourself with energies that are not lending positively to your overall well-being. So if there's a change here that needs to be made, it could be at home, especially with Cancer, rules the 4th, but we also have Capricorn. So again, I feel like there's an axis here with your personal, professional life, blending or bleeding in. There could be lack of boundaries here. So again, I feel like with Archangel Michael, and even with any archangel that you may work with, or angels in general, it doesn't have to be an archangel, I feel like you are getting signs from them. You may have called upon them for support, so this could serve as confirmation. You can also call upon them right now to assist you in whatever way you need them, whether it's for creativity, for courage, for strength, to allow you to get through this process, because Archangel Michael is one to call upon when we need to get through difficult times, challenging times. Okay, we have distant thunder, clear the air. Again, there could be some changes coming, things that you need to gain clarity and get clear about. It's almost like a wake-up call I'm hearing. Some of you may be feeling very burnt out, very tired. There may have been a lot of changes, things that you just did not see coming. It's almost like a make or break situation. There may be some type of circumstance that occurs in December, or may have already occurred, that will allow you like an out to finally say, you know what, this is it. This is my ticket out. I'm done. Kind of energy. We have breaking trail. A breakthrough is at hand. Again, I feel like these are all part of the signs. I feel like you're going to have different pockets, different openings, if you will, that the universe is providing for you to actually take that leap of faith and say, you know what, this is the decision for me to actually do something different. Joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Again, there's a lot about passion, pleasure, joy. I feel like many of you are really being called, magnetized, following that glow. A lot of light here. This is the same energy I got with the Knight of Wands and Eight of Pentacles. It's like you have so much passion for what it is that you know you want to pursue, that you're going to pour into it. You're willing to invest that time and energy because this is exactly what makes you happy and what and how you like to do it. Great adventure. Take a risk, venture forward. I mentioned the leap, taking a leap of faith, like a Fool card energy, Aries energy. Again, this is the energy I'm sensing. There's going to be pockets, opportunities for you to break away, but I don't feel like at this point the universe is going to cause a tower moment. I feel like you're being given the opportunity to exit, but you got to take that risk, which means having courage, because there may be uncertainty involved, especially if you decide to leave a job, to leave a certain foundation or home or an environment that gives you some sort of security. You're being asked to take that leap, to take that risk forward, and to know that you still can get that security, but you're going to have to go into the unknown. So there's an element of release and control. We have in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. Again, this speaks to your creative power here. When you are so in tune with yourself, when you're so connected, when you're in that flow state of doing what you're doing, because this person is with the Eight of Pentacles, and if you're willing to actually activate Knight of Wands, here you're willing to invest a lot of energy Caution though about burning yourself out, but that's why I feel like we have the Devil card. I feel like this is an acknowledgement, like, hey, I'm probably going to have to invest quite a bit of time and energy into this. But the energy I am getting is that you don't mind. You won't mind putting in that time and effort because this is something that you're very passionate about. Finally, we have stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. You see all the lights here? You're being guided, and this is the universe constantly putting situations, ideas, signs, thoughts, nudges, almost like you were the Pillsbury boy, you know, the one that represents the cookies, the Pillsbury brand, and they used to poke him in his belly button. It's almost like the universe is poking you and saying, with the lights, okay, here's another sign. And it's activating you, because there may be moments where you're like, you know what? Is this really where I should be at? Or should I be out there? Or should I? Because think about where you daydream. I feel like your daydreams take you outside of where you are. Wow. There is a lot of divine signs here pointing in different ways. You know, the universe is giving you different ways to do something different than what you're doing now in order to get the result that you want. So if you still find yourself repeatedly in the same work environments, surrounded by same people or doing the same thing, and you're not finding that level of fulfillment, there's something you have to do differently. And in December, I feel like you're going to get that breakthrough, that aha moment, and you're going to be like, I know what it is. Things are moving really, really quickly for you. I can sense it because I'm talking extremely fast with you guys. So I feel like this is going to be like a whirlwind where it's going to come. What else do my Aquariuses need to know, please, for December? What would the universe like them to know? Okay. I can't believe it. You guys are the only signs that are getting this much info. Okay, we got vulnerability and freedom. Like I mentioned, this almost reminds me of the Star card in the tarot. Aquarius, that's your sign. And again, this is the angel deck. It has no relevant zodiac signs attached. This is, again, getting clear with your heart. Really being open and honest with yourself and asking yourself, what do I value? Especially when it comes to your creative endeavors. And this could be tied with your work. For many of you, this is how you bring in your income. Many of you are artists, visionaries, creatives. You don't function in traditional 9-to-5s. At least the Aquarians that I'm tapping into here. You may have various heavy placements around this, or your Uranus. It depends. A lot of different possibilities, but I feel like, again, freedom is important for you to be able to flourish, to be able to actually think and bring about your ideas. Some of you are dreaming of something different, manifesting something different. We have angelic protection. Holy shit, look at this. You have angelic protection twice. Twice. Look at this. I don't think I've ever gotten this in any reading. So if any of you are working with angels or have been thinking about it, this is your confirmation. And Archangel Jophiel, who did I say this to? I think it was Taurus. Archangel Jophiel is wonderful to work with the sacral chakra, with creative endeavors. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Chamuel for healing and for love, especially when it comes to creative pursuits. But you all are divinely guided. You're getting signs right now. They may be dropping quickly. So really pay attention. Do the work. Look at this. I feel like this is Saturn. Well, you got the Devil card. Some of you, if you have major placements in Capricorn, take a look, because so far out of all the readings, Capricorns are already planning ahead for 2023. Their reading was phenomenal. They're like culling through and removing shit that that's not coming with them. They're like, we're getting ready to pursue our goals. And some of you that have placements in Cap or major placements, I would suggest looking. This is about doing the work. But I also feel like some of these situations that you may find and that may be perhaps triggering, it's also about delving deeper. So thinking about what it is that this situation is showing you or teaching you, especially if it's something repetitive. Because again, I'm getting the message here, you're being asked to make a different choice here. If you want to see something different, you've got to change something. So it means leaving something or changing your mindset or framework about something. Because balance is what is needed here. Okay. We will continue on. You've got a lot of supportive energy. A lot of supportive energy here. If you've been feeling a little bit, I heard bedazzled, a little bit lost, a little bit all over the place, and you're wondering what decision to make, it's all going to come from within. It's when you tap in. You can ask, especially since you have a lot of angelic protection here, you can ask specific angels or just ask aloud to your angels for a sign. Am I on the right path? Is this something I should be doing? Please give me a sign of whatever comes to mind. 3 red hearts, 3 purple dinosaurs, whatever. You'll be amazed at how quickly things are going to appear to you. And then the important thing is to trust. What else do my Aquariuses need to know, please? Okay. Wow. At the bottom, success. I know there's no greater goal than to love. We have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. This is exactly the Temperance card. I feel like some of you this year, I know it's been tough on many fixed signs, Aquarius included. There's been a lot of transition, especially with your career, life, purpose, mission, perhaps. It blends in. Sometimes they're distinct. And so there's a sense of finding balance. Some of you may have felt topsy-turvy, right? We've got a lot of indications here for balance. And so this is going to rest on your decision and the signs that you are receiving, because there's a lot of signs. When you know that you are calm, rested, in the flow, and doing what you love, you know that there is a choice here that only you can make. That's the thing. But you've got a lot of energy that's very distinct. Breaking trail, great adventure, distant thunder, clearing out the air. Something has to be left behind. Something has to be put to death, like an ending. Something, it belongs to a choice. It's a result of a choice that you're making so that you can forge ahead. This is a new path, I feel. But again, it has to come from you. We are going to finish this reading with some messages from the star seeds, from your intergalactic family, and see what messages they have for you. What do they want more Aquariuses to know? I heard you are loved. You are loved. Perhaps some of you are contemplating that. We have patience. Be patient and allow destiny to unfold at its own pace. You got a lot of lights, lanterns here. I would highly suggest going within. In other words, meditating, taking some time alone, taking some quiet time to reflect, going into nature, somewhere where you can connect to something bigger than you. And it doesn't mean you're going to get everything right then and there. It has to be done with practice, and just be open to receiving whatever comes. Transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. Okay, this is bringing to mind this energy. Some of you have beliefs that you are fighting through, perhaps overcoming in December, and that are coming to your awareness. Perhaps there's a fear of, I can't do this. I don't know enough. I'm scared. There's no security. I don't know if I can do or create my own business. There's a lot of self-limiting beliefs. So these are things to pay attention to. If you're feeling resistance, especially when you get something that's really exciting that comes up and then you immediately squash it down, pay attention to that and ask why, because there's some fear there that you need to bring into light. This is about overcoming it, because you're meant to, a lot of light here, you're meant to break out of the path. break out of what you're doing. Surrender. Surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. We got that here with the flow. Sometimes when you're trying to figure out what's going to happen, the details, we try to control it. We try to figure out what is happening because of security, right? We want to make sure everything's going to be okay. The greatest, I guess, release, you can call it, form of success is actually not knowing it. That's where you have that growth in your soul journey, when you realize, I will still be successful even if I have no idea what's happening. It's actually the scariest as well. That's why you have here, take a risk. This is literally perhaps going to be one of the biggest adventure, if not the biggest adventure of your life, is doing something you've never done before. And that could include breaking away from something you've always done. Wow, who had this? I think it was Virgo. Creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. Again, from the very beginning, I kept saying you guys are an extremely creative bunch, and I feel like the Aquariuses, or Aquarians I should say, that I'm tapping into, you all are meant to be shining, bright. Many of you are not meant to be part of a mold, part of a system that doesn't nurture this. And I feel like with many planets that are going direct, got Neptune, Jupiter, Mars in March. March is going to be March 2023, kickoff for spring, but also not just the spring equinox, but also the astrological new year. It's going to be pivotal. A lot of fast forward moving energy. My Aquarians, I hope this reading has helped. I hope this has given some of you some inspiration, some golden nuggets of wisdom, some confirmation, some clarity. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought, if this resonated, if this has helped in any way. I would love it if you could help support me. Hit the thumbs up button, the like button, share this if you feel called to, subscribe so you can get updates as I release content. I also do a weekly live stream every Wednesday with tarot readings. Otherwise, follow the signs. You're getting them. Pay attention, because I feel like your life is going to change. 2023 is going to be different. So different for you all. I'm wishing you the best. I hope the rest of December is wonderful for you guys, and I will see you soon. Take care.